Good morning, everybody.
I'm going to just tell you right now, coming to work for Lovie, you have no idea how excited I am about that.
I think a Lovie Smith coach team is going to play hard.
You have a defense that he gets to play really fast, play really hard, and they take the ball away.
You know, he's had success at every level.
Everything I've heard about Lovie and been around him, it's high character, and that's where you want to work for somebody like that that's high character and can carry himself that way.
There's something to be said about a leader that lets his guys coach.
If you listen to Lovie, I mean, we're going to come in every day and attack the day and be better in really every aspect.
We are back at the NFL Combine. Let's talk Texans. They've got the number 3 overall pick. What do you think they do with that pick, or who do you think they draft?
Number 3, I mean, you're going to have the pick of the litter. I mean, you're just going to be able to do whatever you want.
So you can go in a lot of different directions. I kind of, the first mock draft, I ended up giving him the big safety.
You got to guess, protect your quarterback, Davis Mills, some way, regardless of whether it's a tackle, a guard, whomever, likely a tackle there.
Normally what you want to do in those situations, you want to take the best player available. I think for the Texans, it's wide open.
My history in knowing Nick, he's one of the most prepared, detailed, hardest working people I've ever seen or been around. And he always has a plan of attack and what he wants down the road. And that's where I think him paired with Lovie and Pep and everything, they'll have a vision and be able to find the right formula that works for their team this year.
Welcome, good afternoon. I know this is kind of funny, but it's actually my first time behind the podium after being in the league 20 some odd years. So
feel real good to be back. They say it's about like riding a bike, right? I mean, it comes back to you pretty quick. A lot of great memories here for sure.
We're excited about the opportunity to continue to build a team. A lot of change has taken place, I'd say, organizationally over the last, call it 12 months, and looking forward to some opportunities here in the draft.
He does an excellent job, of course, getting personnel. And we've just been grinding, trying to get the dots to connect, knowing what we have to do to build our roster up and go forward.
Good afternoon and welcome everybody to Moving the Chain Sirius XM NFL Radio as we come to you live from the 2022 Indianapolis Combine to say hello to Nick Caserio. Nick, got to be a lot of exciting times moving forward.
First pick, that we have right now is a 3rd overall pick. So, I mean, you would hope that you get a good solid player, get a good solid person, and try to put some of the building blocks in place and then supplement that, with some players that maybe have a little bit more experience that have played in the league. Really what the Combine is kind of another data point. It's an opportunity to just kind of gather information more than anything else. You're not making knee-jerk decisions, or you're not making decisions based on kind of one speck of information. Ultimately, their performance on the field is a large chunk of it, and then I would say the personal interaction and component, whether it's an all-star game, whether it's here, whether it's a pro day interaction, those things are certainly factor in, because when the player comes in your building, you're getting everything that comes along with that player. So the better understanding you have of the person, then hopefully you have a better understanding of where you're starting from.
Being able to check them out physically, medical stuff to know it. But then as far as the football stuff, the interviews, one-on-one, and then the workouts. I think any information and as much information as you can get just helps you make better decisions.
There's a man back in a head coaching role in the NFL. Formerly of the Bears, the University of Illinois.
I'm going to go right over there left.
Right there. I don't know, like 50 years at this point. Yeah. Signed, beard, delivered. New head coach of the Houston Texans, Lovie Smith.
Hey! How about it, man?
Hey.
How's everything?
How you doing? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. How excited are you to be back in that seat, and what do you kind of look at the next couple months here as we get ready for the season?
Pat, there's 32 of these jobs, so very excited about it. Football has been my life forever. To be able to continue to do it, so many great relationships throughout, and to, come down to Houston, a new group of guys, and I'm a Texas boy too, so a lot of work to be done. We realize that, but the process has started.
The fact that these rookies have come in and done some good things, how does that make you feel about 2022 and beyond?
That second year for a lot of rookies is like, okay, I'm comfortable now. I get it. It's like, okay, I'm starting to understand how to be a pro.
Now that these rookies have been initiated, now they know what they don't know and what they need to get better at. They can work on that in the offseason.
Mills, quick pass. Nico at the 5. Nico in the end zone. The dagger.
Extremely excited for the future. Really pulling from the second half of the season when we started playing our best football. Really
optimistic about the future, and we're excited to attack this offseason and come back as a better team next year.
This year was about building habits. I felt like the sky's the limit, man, for everybody for next year, man. And I'm just ready to get on the field with my brothers, man, and attack every moment with them, man.
Continue to develop in this offense, but also continue to build chemistry with the guys on our offense and our weapons to come out and be even more dangerous.
And just watching Davis grow, man, from day one when we stepped on the field, man, and watching him where he's at now, the sky's the limit for him, man. And I'm glad, you know, things starting to slow down for him, man, and he's ready. You see him get comfortable back there, man, starting to make plays for the offense. And, you know, I'm glad to see him, you know, develop and grow, man. Proud of him, and I'm just ready for the future, man.
When you start winning down there, that fan base is a passionate fan base.
They
are loud. Those beards will be for sale.
I've been on the other side. You're right. I mean, it's a Texas team. So football is important, and I have seen it on the other side when we had it going.
Hey, it was the loudest place I'd ever played in. I'm on the record saying that those Thursday night games against Houston, we were always in Houston, and it always felt like and that place was loud. I remember like headache loud. Good luck with everything in Houston.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by.
Nice. Everything done.
That was great. I appreciate you guys allowing this to happen.
Coach, did you say you used to hoop back in the day?
Nah.
Hey, you're a great athlete, huh?
When you're in a small town, you don't have a choice. You do it all.
Hey, this is NBA 3. This is long.
This is NBA 3. I see. It's a neat building.
I wanted it in here just in case, you know, because I'll never be able to play college basketball, but there might be a day where I become the greatest shooter of all time and they need me in the NBA. That day hasn't come, it probably won't, but there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Let's go. Hey, let's play a game of 5 here. Who wants it? 5.
No, I don't play it all.
I
don't play it all. I don't play it all. Really, this what you throw it up here? I don't know. This is what we do.
It's long. It's very long. Yeah, Smart. That's very smart.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm at a couple every once in a while. You know, what can I say? Nick's a grinder. He's a football guy. Football is his world. And for us to start building it together, you know, that relationship, when you go through things the first time together is pretty special.
Kind of prioritizing the information that we've gained and then starting to prep for, on the college side, will be the pro days. So where some of these players, maybe they haven't worked out here, they're going to work out at their pro day. The biggest priority will be start of free agency, so having a good grasp of where the market is, where some players, their market's going to be, and having a better idea of kind of where some of our players that are free agents fall.
Glad to be back here in the city of Houston. Looking forward to the fans to be in the stadium, man. We got a great season coming for you guys.
Now, this year, let's get rocking. Let's grind. Let's build from the ground up. Let's do this together. Let's go, Texans.
Deshaun Watson has informed the Texans that he will waive his no-trade clause for the Cleveland Browns.
3 first-round picks and more.
One of the biggest trades in NFL history in terms of the compensation that the Browns are willing to give up.
The bottom line is the Texans now have 7 of the top 108 picks in this draft. So they will get 7 of the top 108 players in this draft. Draft weekend is going to be a lot of fun if you're a Houston Texan fan.
We're excited about moving forward. We're preparing for the 2022 season, so I think everybody's excited for the opportunity in front of them. No one player, no one thing is going to change this organization. It's not going to happen overnight. There's a lot of purposeful work that's going to go into it. You know, the draft assets and the draft allocation, that'll kind of take care of itself, and we have the job to do on that front. But hopefully we're positioning ourselves organizationally to put ourselves into a position where you can hopefully have sustainable success for a long period of time. Building on kind of the foundation that we put in place a little bit last year, some of the players that we've re-signed here in free agency. And so I think it's important for us to move forward, and that's the most important thing. So.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to know when we post new content.